all the way back to level 4 here. And remind everyone who tuned in late, or show everyone who tuned in late, how massive the lead was for KT in this early game. The series looked done.
They're like 5,000 gold to lead at like 18 minutes. And T1's, you know, starts off with fights like this. Faker and Keria putting 2 and 2 together, 1 and 1 together, and winning some really scrappy fights to get themselves back to even.
And I'll be the one to say it. I always say this when we go to these crazy games like this, but I always think it's way harder for the favorite to win in Game 5. Because all the momentum is against you. You're like, oh man, especially massive favorites. The more favored you are, mentally, the more difficult it is to actually prevent that 5th game from going over to your opponent. Sometimes the crowd goes against you. And tonight, they had a massive deficit and still came back and won in this 5th game as the massive favorites. This is a massive win for T1, because if you can win this one, maybe those international Game 5s don't slip away this time. You know, you're challenged here by your old-time rival in KT. They have a huge lead, and you still stick it out. You still play better. You still take the W in the end. You win this best of 5. What they couldn't do at MSI, what they couldn't do at Worlds, but man, was this an impressive win.
We're like watching this fight, we're like, oh, I guess it's done here. Oh wait, no it's not. Let's go to Elder Fight 1. And this is Faker gets this amazing play, but then Guma Featherstorms before the Nautilus ultimate, he immediately dies. Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess KT are going to get the Elder.
But then the base is completely open, and Xin Zhao isn't here, so we go back to another fight.
And this pick, we're like, oh, KT have done it. But the value of GA?
Yeah, value of GA is massive. And this is a trade that really favors T1, because now the jungler can't smite, and they can teleport in with Faker in 10 seconds when he respawns.
And look at this all-in dive from T1.
Yeah. Edge of Night's up here. It's so difficult to engage into this.
Guma goes first, and then Keria's right behind him.
He goes in and wants to break those Edge of Nights, so that the follow-up from Keria is fantastic, and that's exactly what happened. I gave my POG to Keria. I thought he handled the pressure extremely well, especially when you consider he was feeling sick in Game 4. How well he turned it around, man.
I think we ended that replay a little bit early.
Yeah.
There was Keen. He nearly backdoored. If you missed that, you should go back and watch. Killed both Nexus turrets. Forced like 2 or 3 backs, and then 2 other guys pushed in bot, and then they almost didn't end.